Hello lads and lassies, welcome back to a brand new Darling in the Franxx. My name's Josh, and last episode was, that was the beach episode, and unironically, it was actually probably my favorite episode that we've seen so far. There wasn't a big mech fight, so it wasn't the action, it's just, I genuinely just enjoy watching these characters do stuff. And like we got a little bit into the mystery as well. We got a little bit more into it. We got well, the beach that we went to was right next to this mountain cave that led into a forest that led into a city, and it was completely abandoned, overgrown, no signs of life. Well, like, signs of life, yes, as in a sense of it's a city, it's overgrown. Like, what the heck happened? But like, there's no signs of any recent human life. And judging by what they were finding like books. It looked like DVDs and stuff. Life stopped advancing in cities around the time, like modern day now. So like, what happened exactly? We know that they're mining magma from the core. So could that be the reason? Is it purely because of the Klaxosaurs? Is there some kind of government conspiracy going on? Who knows? Well, I'm sure the series will tell us eventually. But also, everyone is just starting to really turn around for Hiro. Like, Ichigo has always been in his corner, and so is Gordo. But everyone else kind of like very indifferent about him. But everyone's kind of finally going, "Oh, I'm glad you're on the team, Hiro." All that stuff. Like, you don't deserve to say glad you're on the team. Mitsuru and Zordome, they don't deserve to say that to him. And then, best part was Ichigo trying to confess to Hiro at the very end. She's like literally following in his footsteps, with like he's leaving his footprints on the beach. She's literally following them. So wholesome. Then Hiro interrupts her confession and goes, "Shooting stars!" I'm like, bruh, were you not hearing anything this woman was saying? That he is tied with 02. Whether he loves 02 yet or not, he is literally tied to her, as she's the only one he can ride with. Why? Who knows? He's the only one that survived going 3 times. I was going to say 4, but no, this is the 3rd time. He's the only one that survived 3 times with her. We haven't seen him go a 4th time yet, but I'm sure that it'll be all fine after that. But, you know, after that amazing beach episode, I'm ready to see what else we have. So if you guys want to see the reaction, well, remember, because of YouTube and like copyright stuff and all that, we can't actually host the reaction segment on the channel, so you're gonna have to go down in the description. There's gonna be a couple links for you. Just choose the link that works best for you, and then come back for the discussion. I might as well just say it now. Just, you know, if you're waiting around for these to pop up in your YouTube recommended, you should just subscribe. I've seen the analytics. Most of you aren't subscribed, so you know, might as well hit the subscribe button and like not chance it that YouTube doesn't recommend the video to you. And just hit subscribe, and then boom, it's in your subscription feed. So that's just a common way of, it's just a simple solution around the whole recommendation thing. Just, you know, if you keep watching, if you're not subscribed yet, but you keep watching, hit that button. You know, it's fairly simple, and I think if you keep watching and you just haven't subscribed yet, might as well do it. But let's get into this reaction, lads. I'm excited for more Darling in the Franxx. Man, that was a wholesomely fun episode until like the end, when they found out the whole Squad 13 thing. But other than that, this was just a fun episode. I mean, kind of filler-esque, but I don't know. I've gotten to the point in watching anime where there's always, you can kind of recognize the patterns of unless it's Naruto, then it's just mostly filler. But like when it's a shorter series like this, they usually have not plot heavy episodes, but it's kind of like, here's a small break between, or here's a couple episodes with a small break in between their plot heavy stuff, just from like Gurren Lagann. That was the Black Sibling episode, the hot tub episode, I believe. Was it the hot springs or hot tub? Yeah, it was like the hot springs tub episode. They usually have some fan service. This show is just fan service, but man, so we opened up with a fight between a Klaxosaur and all 5 of their Franxxes, right? There's 5 Franxxes, and yeah, Hiro just casually riding with 02. I mean, that's great. Good for him. I mean, I was wondering if there was gonna be a little more deal, like a big deal, like, oh, fourth time, and then like, okay, 5th time, it's casual. But no, they are just casually going in. He survived 3 times in a row, so he is just fine. I'm sure that blue bulging thing that was pulsating in him, that retracted into him, I'm sure that will never come back. Wink. But yeah, so that acid, those girls, like, I know they played it for last, but that is so lucky it stopped at the clothes, because the acid must have seeped through the what is it, the Franxxes. It had to seep through the metal, and the Franxxes are supposed to be powerful, so they don't get destroyed. So it had to have seeped through the metal, and then onto the clothing, and it drenched them. I mean, it wasn't just a little bit. No, they got drenched in it. So could have been a very different story. But that monster, the Klaxosaur, it knew it was going to lose. It had the bros in mind, you know. The Klaxosaur was just a bro, you know. Did them one final favor before it died. But yeah, I thought when it would like cut to the wide shot, it was going to be like way worse. Like, oh, like everything is gone. But no, there's just like some holes in there. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it was much less worse than I thought. But Zorame and Futoshi's reaction when Hiro got just too awkward, he's like, 02, you've been exposed. They just like, you just see their heads fall. Don't tell them. What were they gonna do? Were they gonna go like the whole, like the Klaxosaur was already defeated? Were they gonna go the whole way home, not telling them, hoping that they don't feel like a little breeze? Oh man, that was a great opening. Again, everyone but Hiro and 02, they didn't really do much. They kind of just like stabbed a little bit at the Klaxosaur, but Hiro and 02 just went right through it. They don't really need their help. They're just letting them feel good. But man, that Klaxosaur had the bros in mind. The split life, man, that was so good. Like, you know, the girls kind of, you know, let them have their fun, but it was so petty of the guy. It was so good, so big brain that they took the tape from the door, like that split the room in half. They just took the tape and they curved it around so the guys can go eat in the dining room. So big brain. That was so good, man. That was amazing. And the guys were just having fun with the. They were annoyed, but I mean, if Gordo was the one coming up with all like those ideas, you mastermind. Just taking what they're taking their weapons and using it against them. Just like, oh, as long as we're on this side of the table, we don't have to listen to you. And you cut off our the baths, so we just went in the lake. You can't mind this. I mean, and 02 getting in on the fun. It made her. The way that she phrased it, like, oh, I just want to be part of a human argument for once. Do I seem more human now? I always assumed she was half Klaxosaur, half human. They might have said it in the show. I could just be spacing out right now. But the way she phrased it, it seems like she's not any part human. She just looks human. So maybe they'll clarify that, but I'm fairly certain she is half and half. Half Klaxosaur, half human. Or at least she has Klaxosaur blood in her. Maybe she is human and then she got mutated with Klaxosaur blood. I don't know. But just the way she phrased that made it seem not. Like, it made her seem not human at all. But man, that was evil. Just, oh, no, you can use the bathroom now. Yeah, you can use the baths now. Everyone just already. They're just naked already. And they go, so glad that the girls changed their mind. Well, shit. Never change, anime. Never change. I love these episodes. Testing. Yeah, okay. So, okay, before I get into like the more heavy stuff in this, 02 stealing all over their clothes. She's so acrobatic. I mean, we've seen it before when she escaped her guards. I think episode 3 or 4, I think. But she is incredibly acrobatic. Like, wow! I'm very impressed. The animation for those flips was smooth. My hat's down to you. I mean, it's Trigger, so it's like, you expect the best from them, at least in the animation department. But yeah, I mean, her stealing their clothes, them putting the cinematic bars for when she like throws them all in the air, and her and Hiro laughing. That was nice. That was nice. I mean, I still like Hiro and Ichigo, but that was a good moment between Hiro and Zero too. It is wholesome, as they say. But then, yeah, let's get into the yikes part. So, yeah, okay, so the test team. They keep saying test team. So far, the only differences we've seen. Oh, okay. What was it? Plant 27? 21, I think? Or Team 27? We've seen them. All of their Franxxes are the same. They have the same combat capabilities, they have the same weapons. Everyone seems to be much more in sync, not only with their partners, but with each other. And they were incredibly effective, other than their batteries running out. But you can't really help that. So why are they changing it now? Are the Klaxosaurs getting too difficult? Was the previous Squad 13 exactly like Squad 27? And they got killed? Are squads like Squad 27? They're like really effective, really efficient, but they're not enough. And they keep dying before they can even reach adulthood. Is that what's going on here? Because why would you change something so effective? It's like the main differences are the main differences are mostly the Franxxes and like the sense of their weapons, and then also the personalities of everyone. Like in Squad 27, there wasn't a lot of personality difference. I mean, Zorome and Miku, they're the complainers. Ichigo's the leader. Goro's also the leader. They kind of like have that like calmness to them. 0-2 is the wild card. Hiro is the stoic one. Futoshi and Kokudo are the sweet ones. But like with Squad 27, they didn't really speak at all. There was only like one guy speaking for them, and everyone else was kind of plain-faced. So why are they trying to change it? It could just be what I just said, that they're not, like, they're good, but they're not good enough. They need more. Or they're trying to find something else with the whole... they're trying to find like another way to fight the Klaxosaurs, or they're trying to find a new power source, which would be the power of blood. Or if they want to go Gurren Lagann way, the power of will, because well, Simone. I mean, these Klaxosaurs, they're tough, but they got nothing on Simone. Just drop Simone here for 5 minutes, planet will be good to go. The picture that I thought the whole bottom area. I thought the whole keep out thing, I thought the boys did that. I thought it was their rooms and they were like trolling with the girls again. But it turned out to be the previous members of Squad 13. It was their bunks, their homes. And I thought that they knew that there was a previous Squad 13. And one of my questions was answered. Was it last episode? It was a couple episodes ago at least. Maybe. But I did ask, is it like they keep creating squads like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like it goes all the way up, or do they like they have like 30 squads and they keep cycling out their roster? And it looks like they keep cycling out their roster, because at least we have 27, I think, 27 squads, or 24. I can't remember exactly. So let's say we have 27 squads. So they just keep cycling out their roster. I thought that they knew that already. But it turns out that, especially with what 0-2 said, like, you're all going to die, so if you're going to say something, say it now. So it looks like none of those, not a lot of squads maybe, it looks like they don't make it to adulthood. Klaxus, maybe it's just them piloting the Franxx, it like takes their life force? I don't know, like, other than the Klaxosaurs, because they're very destructive. You take one, or like even the non-powerful ones, they can take you out in swarms. So, yeah, maybe it's just the fact that the Klaxosaurs are evolving, they're getting stronger. That's where they're trying to change it. They're trying to... the Klaxosaurs, maybe they've gotten used to how efficient they can be. So they're trying to change it around. And 0-2 is obviously the trump card, because she's half Klaxosaur, so she's... the Klaxosaurs can't really adapt to her yet. but they've adapted to everyone else maybe. But yeah, it just the way that they say it, it sounds like no squad has made it to adulthood. And Kokoro, she has the baby book, and her objecting, she's like, I know boys and girls, they're so different, but I think together, like they need to be together because like that's how the future is made. And she's like so confused, but she kind of has an idea. And like that book is just under her pillow. Like, man, if one of the boys gets that book, you're gonna be so confused. And Mitsuru, surprisingly, Mitsuru was the most like the level-headed one here. Or he's always the most level-headed one, but maybe except for episode 4. But he was so level-headed. He's like, yeah, I don't care about them. When his partner, when they asked him was going down there, he's like, like, nah. All right, I'll just control it like this. All right. Okay. Oh shoot! They told him. Well, this isn't gonna end well for me. I did nothing wrong though. And Kokoro telling him about the flowers. I don't know, he's in constant state of not caring too much. So yeah, I mean, it was a fun episode. I very much enjoyed it. It's a great back-to-back episode, this with the beach one. If you lads enjoyed this reaction, if you enjoyed the discussion, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can always know when a new video comes up. Leave a comment down below. What did I miss? What did you enjoy the most about this episode? And I'll see you all lads next week for more Darling in the Franxx.